In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the new Discraft Fuzed Scorch. Here's the Scorch with the fire on the outline. Really cool looking, little domey. It's 11.6 -22 with that 0.5 Discraft number. It's a really cool looking disc, as you can see here. I'm going to be doing the forehands with this disc, and then Ben is already out there. He's going to be doing the backhands. We have some different versions of it to try and test it out between the three. We have the Innova Beast. It's a 10.5 -22, and then we have the Discmania Paradigm 12.6 -1.5. So we're going to kind of see. I have a feeling that this is going to be a little more stable because of the Fire ESP outline that it has. It was the same situation with that Buzz that came out, the Buzz Saw. So we're gonna see. All right, let's get started. Before we start, I just want to give a special shout out to Jeff down at Discinsanity for allowing me to review these discs. If you're in the Allentown area, go check out his shop. Information will be on the screen. Let's throw some discs. As always, starting off beforehand, we go feet first. I'm just gonna try and throw it flat and just see what happens to it. A little hyzer, but definitely overstable. Now we're gonna try the Paradigm. Now we're gonna try this new Scorch. Really cool looking disc. Really excited to throw it. It's a little understable. Yeah, I mean that was pretty flat, and it kind of just went straight, even with that with that 2 fade at the end. So that's pretty interesting. Alrighty, now we're going to try with a little bit of hyzer on these discs. See what happens. You've seen with both of the first 2 discs that I threw, it's definitely overstable. So try it again. Okay, so that beast flipped up a little bit, but it came back and still had that overstable finish. Nope, not really. So that disc, for being a -2, is pretty decently overstable to what I expected from that, the difference between a regular Buzz and a Buzz Saw.
Alright, so now we're going to do some backhand throws with the new Discraft Scorch, Fused Scorch actually. This is pretty cool. It kind of looks green with the flame on the outside, blue on the inside of the disc. And then we're comparing it to the Beast and the Paradigm. So we're going to do Beast first, Paradigm, then Scorch. We're just going to try to get these released on flat. A little bit low, but you can see that thing just flies straight. Paradigm up next. I'm expecting this to be a little bit more overstable just because it is a -1.5 instead of 2, and it's also a faster speed. A little bit higher release on that one, but it definitely is a little bit more overstable. All right, Fused Scorch up next. Just gonna try to get a nice, smooth, flat release with this disc. at least a little bit on hyzer. I can already tell this is going to be better for those faster arm speeds out here that can put a little bit more torque on the disc, because that was way more overstable than I was expecting it to be. All right, we're going to try to get some more consistent, just flat throws, just because I don't think this is going to be a disc that you really use on hyzer. More just flat, straight flying control driver. Pair that my max. A little bit too low. And then Scorch up one. Yeah, the disc is really overstable, a lot more than I thought it was going to be. I would put it more in the 11.5, maybe -1, 2 category instead of a -2. But yeah.
Initial thoughts, it's definitely a lot more overstable than the numbers
At least
proceed.
for our arm speed. If you have
Yeah.
a way faster arm speed, I think it will fly a little bit more like a beast that flew for us.
Yeah, it's I mean, it feels different in the hand than what we're both used to feeling because of this ESP plastic on the bottom. I mean, even the forehand, my grip right here feels a little weird, but I mean, the stamp's really cool. It wouldn't personally go into my bag, only because of the just weirdness feel of it. It feels kind of weird, but I mean, it's definitely a cool disc. And I feel like a reason for the difference between this and the buzzsaw was because of the buzzsaw breaking after it hit a tree or hit something hard. It kind of broke the actual plastic up here, and then you just had the ESP underneath. So maybe that's what it was. That's why they changed up the design a little bit for the Scorch. What do you think?
It's not going to be one that goes into my bag personally, but I think what it flies more similarly to is this false space construct, which is a 10.6 -1.2. It flew very similarly to this, which I do keep in my bag for now anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely very glidey, as long as you get it out there far enough. Yeah, I mean, like I said, of course the fused design is really cool. Definitely something different. I have seen a disc like this before release. It was a Failure Lake disc that been found in the tall grass at a course called Muddy Run out in Lancaster. So we found a disc just like this, but now this is the stock run of it. Yeah, definitely another thing, it's very dome. It's domey compared to yours, right?
Yeah.
But all in all, that was a review of the Discraft Scorch.